I signed up for Amazon's closed beta for third-person hero shooter Crucible. Every Friday, the devs host live matches from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time. I missed the live match because I had to work my regular job, but I did play a couple of training maps. The first training mission gives you a choice of 3 characters dubbed Hunters, who provide scripted dialogue. I picked Captain Mendoza as he seemed the most interesting to me. It did not take long to learn the controls, while listening to a computer AI guide me through the Unity combat training test. While I typically prefer the arrow keys for movement, WASD controls made sense as secondary commands such as picking up medkits, using medkits, and hacking terminals are mapped to nearby keys for each character. Mendoza played like a bog-standard soldier character with his sprint standing out as the most memorable aspect. I had a good time blasting a group of stompers, an alien mixture of dinosaur and giant beetle. The enemies drop blue orbs which provide XP points for stat boosts. A variety of plant pods provided status effects like restorative health, temporary invincibility, and an explosion of spikes to damage enemies. After completing the first training mission, the option to play additional characters opened up. I played around with the options where I discovered I had 1,000 points to spend on cosmetic upgrades including skins, taunts, decals, and emotes. A battle pass system appears to be in the works, and I redeemed the pre-season battle pass, which gave me a cool skin for Mendoza. I played a second training map against computer-controlled bots. This arena-style map did not include scripted dialogue, which allowed me to pick from an expanded roster of 7 additional characters. I chose a cat-like creature named Tosca, as she appeared to be the most unique when compared to most of the other hunters. Initially, I disliked her bunny hops for movement, but her dash more than compensates for this as she rockets both horizontally and vertically around the map. Her 6-bullet shotgun felt less appealing than Mendoza's rifle, but I found the adhesive bombs compensated for the reload time. Despite some reservations, I really enjoyed playing as Tosca. The arena map featured a few stationary drones that did not attack the player and yielded no experience orbs, serving perhaps merely as set dressing. 2 respawning plant enemies fired projectiles, 3 respawning stompers charged for melee attacks, and a massive hive fired homing projectiles and guarded itself with retractable ground spikes. All of these enemies provided experience orbs after being defeated, which allowed me to earn experience towards 4 stat bonuses. After maxing these stats, the character no longer progressed past the first level, which is good as otherwise you could potentially build an OP hunter fighting bots. I like the compromise as I got an incentive to learn the character while gaining minimal stat boosts. The arena map also included an empty room with a harvester that when interacted with provided experience, which hints at a capture the flag type mode. Returning to the scripted tutorial map, I played as Earl, just Earl, who lugged around a giant gun that he called Misty. I found the trucker hat-wearing alien to be more amusing than Mendoza. He has a rocket-propelled dash with his giant gun, but it lacks the verticality of Tosca. Looking back, I did not try out all of his moves, so I might revisit Earl on my next time playing Crucible. I really like characters with eye patches, so I tried out Cezanne in the arena map. I think her character design is really cool. Her unique mechanic is swapping between guns and a knife. When out of ammo, she yells, "Time to swap," requiring you to press the Q or E buttons to switch between a light machine gun or a shotgun. Exhausting ammo for both weapons requires you to use a secondary fire with the right mouse button to pull out a throwing knife. This felt tedious at first, but I fell into the rhythm. The repeated voice lines telling me to swap got on my nerves, and I knew that Cezanne would not be the hunter for me. The next hunter I chose for the arena, Bug, is a hovering mech with a short-range arcing spray weapon and a very unique secondary weapon in the form of a plant that emits an electric bolt. While I found the character design and weapon choice to be very unique, I found Bug to be less fun to play compared to Tosca or Mendoza. I played Bug for a while hoping that the stat upgrades would improve my experience, but I never really connected with the playstyle for Bug. After playing for an hour, I was ready to quit. But I decided to try one last character, Shakiri. Her regal-looking armor and design looked really cool, but I skipped her earlier because she was carrying a pistol. The design of the pistol looked really cool as it blended the look of an antique dueling pistol from the 1700s and a futuristic weapon. When I found out that she carries a sword for melee combat, she instantly became my favorite character. By this time I was finding it repetitive attacking the same bots, but I had so much fun cutting up stompers and slashing the hive that I easily played an additional 30 minutes. Before ending my session, I read her biography, which told me she's a royal bodyguard for Prima. I also checked out her other skins, which looked really cool. Overall, I had fun with Crucible, and I plan to play again so I can check out the other hunters and also try the online PvP.